Hello everybody, welcome to Life with Annie. So I'm a little bit slow getting my football snacks going today, but that's okay, there's plenty of football on, and I'm sure Matt will enjoy these most of the day. So what I'm going to do today is I bought some button mushrooms, and I did take out the stem, but I'm going to use those. I'm going to cut those up, and I'm going to add those stems and pieces back into this pound of sausage that I'm browning up here. And I'm going to keep this real simple. It's just going to be the sausage, the mushroom stems, and then I'm going to put a block of cream cheese in with the sausage and mushroom pieces. And then we're going to just kind of melt that together, and we're going to stuff these mushrooms with that. So, yeah, the hard part of this is done. I've just got to chop these up a little bit finer, and we'll add everything in with our sausage once it's about done. Okay, y'all, I'm going to try to get this cream cheese in here with one hand on the camera and one hand on the cream cheese. I don't know if I can do it. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got our cream cheese added in, and that's one block of cream cheese. And I'm going to turn this burner back up a little bit. So we're going to let the cream cheese melt a little bit. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to add in all these chopped up stems to the mushrooms. Okay, and in go the rest of the mushroom pieces. I'm just going to let that cook together. And then we're going to stuff these. And then I will put them in the oven and bake them. Not too long, maybe. I'll probably put them in for 10 to 15 minutes and check them. You just want the larger mushrooms to be done a little soft. So, and then some people, and I've done this before, that make a little bread topping and put over them, but I'm not going to do that today. But you could certainly add whatever seasonings to yours that you like. Put some kind of panko or breadcrumbs on them. But we're going basic today. Okay, y'all, I'm stuffing these mushrooms. I've already done quite a few, and smells good in here. So I'm just putting a little bit. You could put as much or as little as you like. And again, this is just the sausage, the cream cheese, and the stems of the mushrooms that I chopped up. All right, we'll finish these up. Okay, so I'm going to put them in there at 350, and I'm just going to watch them till those mushroom shells are soft and tender and a little bit brown. Okay, y'all, so to go with those stuffed mushrooms, and there may be a glitch in that video of the mushrooms. I'm not sure if the camera might have gotten switched, but if it did and you get a little vertigo, I'm sorry, I apologize for that. But I thought I'd make some spinach dip. Now, everybody's probably made this spinach dip recipe forever, but you need one of these packets of Knorr's vegetable dip mix or whatever it is. And let me tell you, I had a time finding that. I was in Walmart yesterday, and I had 3 people looking for it, and they were employees. And they had everything Knorr's in there except for this. And you have to have this. So I ended up going by Ingles and picking it up. They had it. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to put about 10 ounces of chopped spinach. I buy the frozen chopped spinach, let it thaw out, and then, as we say in the South, wring all that water out. Just wring it and squeeze it until you get most of that water out. And then that's what I've got here. So I've got this in my bowl. We're going to add 2 cups of sour cream, which I have over here, 1 cup of mayonnaise, and 3 green onions. It does call for water chestnuts, but I think I put that in there the first time I ever made it forever ago. I don't really care for the water chestnuts in it, but if you want to add that in there, it does call for that. Used to be that the recipe was on the back, but it wasn't this time. It had this little, what is that, a QR code or something like that. You put your camera up to it. Well, that would have been great. But when I went by Ingles, I was on my way to take my sister home, and I was just going to run into Ingles to get that. And so she sat in the car and waited. Well, I left my keys in the car, so I didn't, and my phone, so I didn't have my camera with me in the grocery store. So you can skew that, and then get the recipe. But or if you have some of the places may still have the recipe on the back. This one just did not. So that's it. A cup of mayonnaise, 2 cups of sour cream, 3 green onions, about 10 ounces of frozen spinach, heavily wrung out, or squeeze out all that liquid, and some water chestnuts if you want them. So I'm gonna get all this in the bowl, and we'll be right back. Okay, there's our cup of mayonnaise. And there's our 2 cups of sour cream. I'll go ahead and mix this in a little bit. Okay, so we're going to add in our vegetable soup mix. Since it was so hard to find, I did buy an extra packet for another event. So, but check your dates. I think this one was going to expire like next year, so it's good for me through Christmas. All right, so we've got that mixed in. And now I'm just going to add in our 3 green onions. And I cut these all the way to the root of the onion. So give this a stir, and then we're just going to put this in the refrigerator, and we're going to let it kind of sit for a few minutes while these mushrooms are cooking. And then we're going to serve this with some crackers. And basically that's going to be our football food for today. Better late than never, right, Matt?
That's right.
All right, we'll show y'all when we get it all plated up. And I did have a little bit of the sausage stuffing left over, so I've just put it in a freezer bag, and I can use that up during the holiday season for more stuffed mushrooms. Or any other ideas, let me know if y'all have a suggestion. Okay, so we're going to have wheat thins. And I'm just going to pour them in this basket. Okay, and I believe our mushrooms are ready. Okay, so there they are. Pretty little mushrooms. Okay, so we've got the dip and some wheat thins, and we'll just put a few mushrooms on here. And one more for Clemson. All right. Thanks.